also like collecting things?
Yes, they have their own box, treasure box.
Oh, they do?
What happened in our country, I had my own box. It was a wooden box, and now I told actually what I didn't like I never imposed in my country. Never did my mom and grandmother imposed. They had their own collection. My mom showed that this is my collection. My grandmother showed that this was her collection, and this made me motivated to collect. And in my form is the coin collection. So basically, my son will take this one, and he will create some more collection. So that's how our family is going to expand their collection.
You mentioned how nature was somehow connected to like back home in Bangladesh.
Yes, yeah, this greenery. At least even if it's that short for like four months or some at best 5 months summer or at least. But thing is that this nature is this same green is existing in our country as you see in my photo. The same kind of dark green and this blue beautiful eye, beautiful sky. Although in our country is getting little polluted, for this agriculture and deforestation, of course. But thing is that aside from this, nature still exists the same. But here, almost I would say that this nature is good. There is 100% pure air. You can, at least in Canada, you can get free of cost. But in our country, it's a kind of alarming. The situation is kind of alarming nowadays. So that's a good thing. That made me also. That was another reason that I wanted to immigrate here, because of the safety of life and safety of to stay away from pollution, just to reside within nature. This is the thing we have to point out. This worth mentioning, I guess.
I think I live in the past. I should be born maybe in Italy 500 years ago. And this was, I don't see it only as a minaret. It was a minaret of the mosque, built before 800 years.
Yeah.
It was completely destroyed and burned. It doesn't matter if it's church or mosque or anything. It's old. It's part of the history. They should take care for it. It's gone. There is some elements in my artwork are gone. I care for it as a part of our history, of our past. Doesn't matter which religion. It's a past. It has to be protected for the next generation. It tells our story.
We got the children together, and this is what they came up with, because they say that we always, all four buildings of Teesdale, normally go to the subway or pass the subway or come from the subway. So they saw that, they saw it as in their minds, they saw it as a union. When I used to wrap my hair all the time, so when I was doing it with the children, and they surprised me. I didn't even know that we were doing it. So I look at it. I said, oh, that's nice to have an African person. And they said, no, Miss Harriet, that's you. I said, oh. Yeah. So in a way.
How did that make you feel?
It makes me feel good. It still does, because when I pass, I can see it, and I can pass it on to my grandchildren. Yeah. Adrian Heap at the time, I petitioned him to give us something in the park. And he wasn't too sure what he could, because back then the garden, having a garden, community garden, was not too favorable, but it was the end thing at the time, right? So we were able to work with him. And then I had my garden. You see this one here with the big leaves? I was one of the first ones, the first 20, 30 to have a garden. And we worked together, and we did it by lottery. I didn't realize how many people wanted garden. Starting now, in the evening you get about 60 people. And you hear the different chattering going on. It's beautiful to the ears, and different languages, and everybody looking after themselves and watering their garden and whatever. And also too, I think not only that, but they meet one another. Sometimes meet people for the first time, and they make friends. So in the winter time, that you have a friend. I think a few of them actually created groups, different activities, programs for them through these gardens. Yeah.